Hi, my name is Matt Carroll with World Class Coaching with the help of Academy Sports Coach 2024. I want to talk to you about a session that I've designed for high intensity shooting. So when I coach, it's a playoff season. We're getting to the point where we've got kind of a break in between our end of season, the end of the regular season, and the playoffs. And we're just trying to keep intensity, keep focus. Players at this point, we've been playing since mid-August. Legs are tired, starting to lose focus. School's starting to catch up with some of the players. Some of their clubs have even started practicing. They're trying to get them to come out, and they're like, when are you going to come out? So there's a lot of pressure, a lot of different situations, things going on. We're trying not to lose that edge. So I set this session to try to create intensity within our sessions and create high-intensity shooting situations in which the players are physically finding themselves in different situations, whether like physically like where they're standing or the physicality of their emotions, to just try to keep things fresh. So what we did here was I created a 5x5 grid here, and I stole this from a rugby session that I saw. The players are in a bear crawl, and the player on all fours in black is trying to tag yellow. They can't go in the middle of the grid. They have to stay outside the cones, and they're just trying to go around. We had a line of players then that were behind them. So if black tagged yellow, black became the yellow player, and then this new player stepped up, and they would have to go after each other. And what we're just trying to do is create intensity, get a sweat going. We didn't do this very long. I think maybe like 5-10 minutes, just to get the intensity up there, to get to create the idea of what the kind of tempo we wanted to have for the session. And I think that was just a lot of fun for them. It's again another little break away from what we've been doing, with our technical and tactical. Just kind of keep them focused and keep things fresh and new. So at that point, they've started sweating. They're ready to go. They're bringing in intensity. The heart rate's definitely up, and we move to then a shooting situation with a 2v2. So what we've got here is 2v2 in this grid with two runners on the outside. So black player here, yellow player here, and the game starts with a pass. So black passes yellow, and we're live. So what we have here is the attacking team is trying to go quickly, get the defensive team on their heels, break their lines, don't allow them to get compact, or allow them to get compact and split behind their back. So if we get double here, bang, we slot them through and finish. Defensively, we're trying to keep compact, but block passing lanes. All right, and delay. We want more numbers up. We want to muddle this up. We want the field to be smaller. The more players here, the smaller the box, and makes it harder to maneuver for the offense. Because what's happening on the outside is as soon as the ball is passed, we have a player here on yellow running around, trying to go around this this coaching stick, and then we have a player in black trying to do the same. So it's a dead sprint. It's a race to try to get over there. Now, if black is able to get there first, they're instantly going to be able to apply pressure and double and put this attacking player under pressure and hopefully look for a counterattack. If yellow is able to get there first, they can create width, open things up, and allow for us to get an attacking advantage. All right. So then they basically, one player from yellow, one player from black checks out, and the sprinters then check in, and two new players come in. So we've got a lot of high intensity. We've got a lot of different changes. We're looking for finishing. Even though it's small goals, we're looking for players to finish accurately, and we're telling them that this isn't like a mini goal. It's a portion of the goal that would be the open part of it. I think that visualization makes things a little easier for players to understand that it is a shooting drill. I'm looking for you to pass to a corner. I'm looking for you to push side netting. I'm looking for you to slot the keeper. I'm looking for you to put in a perfect pass. Can you do that into one of these pug goals? So to kind of change it, it's not like a small-sided drill, it's a shooting drill. I think that visualization, especially for high school players, allows them to kind of see it more so, giving the mental picture of how this will translate to the actual full-sided field. So from there, we went to a different drill. Let me just erase this. Another shooting one, but again, high intensity. So normally don't do this, but we went from more game-like to kind of less game-like here. But again, just trying to create as much change and disruption and chaos within the session to show them the varying things that the changing parts of the game. We're slow, we're fast, we're moving, we're not moving, we go high intensity, we're low intensity, and just keep them guessing throughout. So what we have here is a player on the PK spot. We have a player on the near post with the ball, and then we have a line behind them. So what they're going to do with the ball is they're going to dribble. Oh, sorry, we have a goalie too. We have a goalie in here. They're going to dribble along the 18 here. Oh, this thing is. Here we go. Dribble on the line of 18 as fast as they can. We're looking for intensity, because you'll see is next they're going to have some things they need to worry about. Because once they hit the crook here, the corner here, what I want to see is the next player going. So we're creating a tempo. At first it was like, well, it's not working, it's too slow. It's like, well, we're trying to create the tempo. It's going to be messy. There's going to be bad passes. It's going to get screwed up, and we're going to have to refix it and start over again, or whatever it is. But I want that intensity with this. That's the whole point of the session. So when they get to the arc here, they're going to pass to this player, who's then going to pass. And I want this ball down low, still semi in frame, almost just outside of frame. And they're going to run around. Oops. They're going to run around this, sprint as fast as they can into the box. And then this player is going to check backwards, so then the pass is going to come back to them for a finish. Now, what we're looking for, especially with the intensity here, is that the player that shoots goes to the end of the line. They go back into the end of the line. But the player that passed the initial pass from over here is then going to become the PK player. So it's almost like shot, and then as soon as they lay that ball off, they should be sprinting to the PK spot to receive the next pass. That way, keeping it in tone. So if you play a ball out here, it's going to be hard to play a pass. It's going to be a weird run for them. It's taking their body away from the goal, all right, and their back is to where they need to play. So we want to keep it compact. We're looking for a layoff pass, and we're trying to explain to them that the sprint that they're making is doing the work. All right, so they don't need to play. You don't need to play a fastball. You don't need to bang a ball down, or you don't need to put any real intensity on it, because the runner's going to get there. All right, timing up the speed. You don't need a hard shot here, and we rotate from there. The next one, I really like this. It was a lot of fun. I don't know how much technically we got out of it, but essentially what we do is we start with a runner here in the corner. Runner here in the corner. And two players in the grid. And we did, you can have goalies here. We did essentially like a full, not a full game, but like 3/4 of the field here. And we want 1v1. And then we set up sticks here. And we had a coach saying go, setting them up. And then we had a coach at the sticks determining who went first. So 1v1 is you count your goals, whoever scores the most goals in this game. So as soon as the kickoff starts, this player sprints down around the stick. This player sprints down around the stick. Whoever wins gets to enter the field. So if yellow won, it would become a 2v1 for yellow. If black won, it would become a 2v1 for black. And then two new players step up, and then they go. And we keep doing that until we have every single player in the grid. And then after you have every single player in the grid, you go for 3 minutes, and then whoever scores the most goals wins. So we're seeing, basically throughout it, we're seeing a change in the space, we're seeing a change in the tempo, we're seeing a change in tactics. Hey, you're up 2-1, now you're down 4-2. In terms of personnel, you're getting a little more defensive, you're getting a little more compact, you're turning the counter. So we're seeing the ebb and flow of the game, we're seeing the changes, and it's happening rapidly, and they're having to make those decisions quickly. You can't go and dribble at a guy when your number's down in your own box. You can if it's a 1v1 because there's tons of space behind. So we're creating ever-changing game situations with high intensity. We're getting some sprint work in, sprints, and then being involved, and then making tactical and technical decisions on and off the ball. So again, a lot of change pace, a lot of different things. So I'd love to hear in the comments section some of the things you guys do for playoffs and that stage of the season if you're coaching high school, or just late season stuff that just keeps things fresh and keeps the players going intensity-wise. So once again, my name is Matt Carroll with World Class Coaching and with the help of Academy Sports Coach 2024. I hope this session finds you well.